Looking for a small town feel near the big city? Martensville is a community minutes away from Saskatoon. This week, Saskatoon Realtor Parker Baumgartner joins us to share why you should call it home. Hope you enjoy.
This is the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast, the show that highlights Saskatchewan real estate. Looking to buy your first house, your next investment property? Subscribe to never miss an episode. Here's your host, Ron Caroni.
Welcome back to the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Ron Caroni, and we're joined today by Saskatoon Realtor Parker Baumgartner. Parker, thanks so much for joining us on the show today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Parker, I'm really happy to have you on the show because you're kind of from the north of Saskatoon, the Warman Martensville area. And today we are talking about the wonderful, beautiful community of Martensville and all the reasons that you should call it home. Parker, let's start right off with number one. Martensville as a city just outside Saskatoon sees nice population growth and also quality real estate. Expand on that for me.
Most definitely. So yeah, the city of Martensville continues to have a strong residential and commercial growth. They've added over 2,000 single family multi-units and everything from 2006. They have a number of reputable developers and builders that are active in the community as well. So lots available for purchase. And yeah, the homes in Martensville, they're new with more so modern, like 60% of the homes out there. So
awesome. So if we're talking about Martensville compared to Saskatoon, are the houses more affordable, Parker, higher, lower? What can we say about affordable housing in the city?
Yeah, I would say they're roughly about the same. The average price for a single family dwelling home in Martensville is approximately about 360,000. 100, wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, 360,000. So that's about average across the board. But yeah.
And so if someone asked you, why would I live in Martensville when the housing prices are maybe fairly similar when I could live in Saskatoon? What would you say to someone who said that?
I would say Martensville has a number of public facilities as well. Being not that far out, maybe 10, 15 minutes out on a double lane highway, you can't really complain being in a suburb outside of Saskatoon. So it's not that far of a commute.
Do you get a smaller town feel in a place like Martensville as opposed to a Saskatoon?
I would say most definitely, yeah.
Wonderful. So if we're talking about those public facilities, Parker, can you just expand on that for us?
Yeah, definitely. So they have the Civic Center, the Sports Center, they have an aquatic center and an athletic pavilion. So those don't include the parks and the pathways that they have as well. But there is also a number of facilities out there that accommodate kids, people of all ages for sports, recreational activities, and everything that comes with it. So
awesome. So really great for a growing family. If you're worried about maybe having access to good rec facilities, it sounds like they've got some great ones in Martensville.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So if I'm a foodie and I'm looking to live in Martensville, what can we say about restaurants and businesses there available for me?
Absolutely. So Martensville, they have tons of accommodations, whether for business or pleasure. If you're looking for a sit-down restaurant, fast food, or if you just want to shop at a local butcher shop, there's lots of pick and to bring home. So Martensville is most likely got it. And yeah, so.
When you sent along your notes, Parker, this one really caught my eye because I love fishing. And for anyone who does love fishing, I think this one's going to really interest them. Fishing in Kinsman Park. Please expand upon this because I think I might have to make a trip up there.
Absolutely. So one of the local business owners and a close friend of mine, Steve Kusan, who owns Phobia Auto out there, he fills the pond at Kinsman Park. And yeah, he's been stocking the pond with fish for just recreational fishing for all ages. So makes it nice and fun. And yeah, just stand on the edge and cast away.
That's incredible. And so where is the place to go fishing in the city?
In the city, I think you're most likely looking at the river.
So, but is the pond just inside Martensville, Parker, or just outside, or where would one go to get more information on that?
Yeah, so it's near the Lake Vista area. There is a nice big pond, lots of pathways around it as well for walking the dog, walking the kids, taking the kids out on a nice stroll. But you can't miss it going through that Lake Vista area.
That is so cool. And I guess this ties into our last point here about community-minded people. What a great story about someone who's a local business owner who wants to give back to the community. What can we say about the people of Martensville and how they kind of give back?
Yeah, absolutely. So the residents in Martensville, they're always proud to support local. You always go there, and it's always a growing community, very friendly. And yeah, there's plenty to say, but it's just a great community and it's growing, and business support is immaculate. So
that's fantastic. It sounds like a great place to call home and potentially buy a home and raise a family. And kind of
most
tying
definitely.
that into it, Parker, let's talk about buying a home in Saskatchewan right now. So I know a lot of people have questions about this, where interest rates, housing prices, just you personally, Parker, is now a good time to buy a home?
I would say yes, absolutely. I mean, mortgage rates are still low, and you're putting equity towards yourself instead of building it for somebody else.
Great answer. If anyone is looking to get in contact with you, maybe chat about Martensville, a potential about buying a home there, what's the best way to get a hold of you, Parker?
Yeah, so I work for Remax Bridge City in Saskatoon. You can find us on Facebook. I'm most active on Instagram at Parker B Realty. My phone number, my email, I'm always available for contact. So that would be the best way for sure.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Parker. I really appreciate your time and your expertise on the community of Martensville.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Saskatchewan Real Estate Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode and found it informative, please do us a favor and help us grow the channel by hitting the like and subscribe button. I'm Ron Caroni, your Saskatchewan mortgage professional. Until next week, bye for now.